Borrow Smart segment, brought to you by our friends at the National Institute of Financial Education, Borrow Smart. Waiting for rates to drop. I know a lot of people are waiting for the rates to drop. So let's think about this. Freddie Mac reports in their primary mortgage market survey that 99% of all locked mortgage rates are below the current rates. And you can see where the rates need to be. I'm going to talk to you through this on a chart that I think we're going to try and put up. Josh just put it up on the screen if you're watching us on ronsiegelradio.tv, ABC News and Talk, AM 1490 video feed. But consumers will have life events, even though they may not want to go any different on their mortgage, right? And you're looking at this chart, and it shows the percentage of balances, and 99% of the people are below 5%, below 5% interest. So, well, why would they ever want to contemplate getting rid of that mortgage? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Life happens. So they want to keep that 2.5% to 4% rate, but weddings, remodeling of a house, required home repairs, maybe medical issues, college, lots of reasons why people need to get money out of their homes. Adjustable rate mortgages, they're called ARMs, are below 5% of the total originations, but rising. If the yield curve cooperates and shorter term rates become more attractive, we can see an opportunity to use the product aspects of the liability management to put you into an adjustable rate mortgage, again, that provides fixed lower rates for the next 3 to 5, maybe 7 years, enough time to create a refinance cycle when we can get longer term rates. Traditionally, ARMs are 15 to 35% of originations, but the 2009 Federal Reserve interest rate push led to a long-term suppression of long-term rates, clearly abnormal, as you can see in the next graph that we're going to put up. Given the average consumer moves every 6 years, products like the 7-year ARM were solid planning tools that provided fixed rates. I love the 7-year ARM. Is there a question as to why the vast majority of the people we come in contact with that are high net worth individuals, believe it or not, the high net worth individuals generally use a 7-year adjustable rate mortgage? Why do they use that? Because they know that there's cycles in all of this. And when the cycle goes to a longer term, they can always refinance that and get it into a lower mortgage. So we look at these and we see that since in 2003 through 2007, we used a lot of adjustable rate loans. Since 2009, we're not using a lot of the adjustables. But here's the issue. A lot of people have equity in their properties, and we want to start thinking about that equity from a financial literacy standpoint. Financial literacy standpoint. So what if you have more equity? So here's the issue. New financing, a different story. With many houses paid off and the growth of real estate equity, new financing today, fixed for 5%, could provide an exciting return. Think about that. You're borrowing and getting a return as stocks continue to become cheaper and provide higher long-term real returns after inflation. Concept, the liability asset gap is about knowing when to consider the arbitrage of cheap debt versus long-term growth. As the stock market gets cheaper, there are more and more REITs, that's real estate investment trusts, and other liquid investments paying 10% or higher dividends. You might want safety of knowing your equity is not all tied up in your house. Liquidity, knowing that 50% of your house equity is accessible without waiting 45 days to qualify and close a loan when you need it, or return, knowing you're making a much higher return by borrowing out of opportunity, not necessity. Let me explain. So you've got $1 million house, you borrow $500,000, you buy a REIT that focuses on huge network of apartment building owners on college campuses. Stock is sold off and is historically cheap, allowing for capital gains, and it pays a 10% dividend to offer current income. In this example, here's the math. The $500,000 loan at 5% costs about $25,000 a year to service, while the 10% dividend throws off $50,000 a year in income. The house payment is covered, and after taxes, the remaining cash flow can be reinvested and used to increase your lifestyle. See that? Reinvested or used to increase your lifestyle. Couple of different issues there. The arbitrage. Now, I do not give financial advice. I know that these REITs are out there. I don't offer them. I don't sell them. I don't recommend them. I don't endorse them. Did I miss anything? I think I covered all the compliance issues there. I can put you in touch with the right people who do handle them, but you have to just understand that the first step, optoutprescreen.com. Second step, rsrccpayment.com. Third step, call me, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990.